As white as I look,
Give me
they did not
hold slaves.
68. They did not hold
Only up under
the king. What did they do?
Okay, I'll let you keep talking. I got you started talking.
You're not going to let us do anything.
Bring it out.
God gives us the power to do. We don't take permission from you to do anything.
Right.
We don't need your permission to do anything. And this is for you directly, sir. Read.
Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children.
Prepare slaughter for your children. Read.
Prepare slaughter for his children. For the iniquity of their fathers.
For the iniquity of their fathers. You may have not owned slaves. You directly may have not owned slaves, but your people did. You're going to pay for the iniquity of your fathers. Just like a black baby that was born in 1863, having done no wrong, no right. They were born into a life of slavery. God don't play. God does not discriminate. We're not playing with you people out here.
Much oppression, that's a killer. Drinking dreams and it's bitter. Ready, set, pull a trigger. Send a postcard, pick a nigga. Damn, we want justice, still in subjection.
Hey, Shalom Israel. Most High in Christ bless. Why will you subscribe? IUIC New Orleans, subscribe. Go to our YouTube page. Help us to grow. Comment, like, share. What's going on? Make it happen.
Number one, give me Isaiah 14:21. You're not going to let us do anything.
Bring it out.
God gives us the power to do. We don't take permission from you to do anything.
Right.
We don't need your permission to do anything. And this is for you directly, sir. Read.
Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children.
Prepare slaughter for your children. Read.
Prepare slaughter for his children. For the iniquity of their fathers.
For the iniquity of their fathers. You may have not owned slaves. You directly may have not owned slaves, but your people did. You're going to pay for the iniquity of your fathers. Just like a black baby that was born in 1863, having done no wrong, no right. They were born into a life of slavery. God don't play. God does not discriminate. We're not playing with you people out here. Read it again.
Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers.
So, hey, how you sisters doing? You all right? So, the reason why I'm raising my voice right now is because that white man in the wheelchair just said he's going to let us continue to talk. We don't need permission from white folks to do anything. Now, here's the thing, right? Let me ask you sisters a question, right? You ever heard in the Bible about the description of the men in the Bible? Have you ever heard that? No. Okay, for example, give me one person in the Bible you've heard their name. Just one person. You said Jesus, right? That's probably the most important person in the Bible. You ever heard of a man named Moses? Okay, so before I know you got your food and all that, right? But I want you to listen to what we're about to bring out. Because Jesus Christ is described in the Bible.
Right.
But what his people, and I'm using him because he came up to us talking ish. His people put up an image of this as Jesus. But the Bible does not talk about that as Jesus. Right. We're going to show you what Jesus looked like.
Right.
I'm going to start first in the Old Testament. You're already there, Daniel 10. Because a prophet, sister, is somebody that sees a vision and then writes it down. You understand that? We're going to read a man named Daniel that lived thousands of years ago. Saw an image of Jesus. Then I'm going to show you what the end of the Bible, another man had the same image of Jesus. And I want you to compare that to what the world, does the world put up a Chinese Jesus? No. Does he put up a black Jesus? Hell, no.
It could be any color.
That's what they say, it could be any color, right? But is your father any color?
No.
Okay, is Bruce Lee any color?
No.
Is George Bush any color?
No.
So that's the amazing thing that they lie to our people about. Watch this, Daniel 10.
Daniel chapter 10 and verse 5. Then I lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz.
This is talking about a certain man. It's not talking about a woman. It's not talking about a spirit. It's talking about a man. Read.
His body also was like the beryl.
Talking about it. Beryl is a green color. It's talking about his clothes. If you got a pink shirt on, she got like a blue bluish rainbow type of doggone thing? Read.
And his face as the appearance of lightning.
This is his face was the appearance of power. Lightning, when you think of lightning, what do you think of? You think of weakness? You think of, damn, boom, it's fire, boom, right? Read.
And his eyes as lamps of fire.
And his eyes as lamps of fire. Read, don't talk about his eyes, read.
And his arms and his feet.
His arms, right? Come on.
And his feet.
And his what?
Feet.
Come on.
Like in color.
Like in what?
Like in color.
To what?
To polished brass.
What color is brass?
Bring it out.
No, brass ain't green. Brass, if you don't take care of it, it turns green. Brass is brown.
It's like a penny color.
Yeah, you can say that. I'll go with that. It's actually, yes, I'll give you that. We don't leave yet. Read.
And the voice of his words like the voice of a multitude.
This is why when white men come and tell us he will let us speak, we don't need permission from nobody to speak. We are the Israelites, and our voice is going to shoot throughout the earth.
Watch and read, I got the art that the gods approve, that the prophets drew. Black images that reflect the God in you. High quality art with the darker hue. Repainting the lies by imposter Jews. Adam is black, Moses is black, Jesus is black, even God is black. Maybe visuals can get a black boy out of the trap, or a sister off the gram, revealing her WAP, yeah.
And this is why we got a message for you today. And this is like a father. I'm definitely going to be your father and your father.
Right.
Your fathers should be telling you this. We don't blame them because we know that black men have had a hard life in this country. And we know some of them have been unjustly imprisoned. Most people that I knew didn't have a father growing up in the house with them. And if you do, then that's a good thing. Watch this, read.
And I, Daniel, alone saw the vision.
Now hold it, get Revelation 1. This is also about Jesus. Watch this, because the perception that they give in this world of Jesus Christ is of a Caucasian. Can I say that? But that's a lie. And that is perpetuated and upheld in the black community by lying, fake pastors. Jesus is black, and we ain't taking that back. Read.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
This is talking about a man now. He said his head and his hairs were white like wool. Read.
As white as snow.
His head and his hairs were white like snow. Talking about his hair was the color of your cup. Snow is what color?
White.
Exactly. Watch this.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
That's what Daniel talked about. His eyes was as a flame of fire. I'm going to tell you that in a minute. Read.
And his feet.
What?
And his feet.
Talking about his feet. Daniel saw what? He saw his feet too. Watch in his arms. Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Like unto fine brass. There goes that term again, right?
Yeah.
And what did you say? It's like a penny. You mentioned it, right?
Yeah.
But watch what it says here, sister, young lady. Read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
Hold up. Read it again.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
His feet, hold up. Stop, go to the top of the verse. Maybe it's talking about somebody else. Go to the top.
And his feet like unto
Revelation 1:1.
Revelation, the 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
So who is this whole book talking about?
Jesus Christ.
Read it again for the sisters.
The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him.
God gave this to John. Now go back to 14 and 15. Read.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hairs were white like wool. Wool is what? When you
White,
think,
like a snow white.
right, that's right. But when you think of wool, what do you think of? Like, for example, right? I'm going to tell you a story about my wife. Can I tell you a story about my wife? I'm married to a black woman for 25 years. Let me tell you a story about my wife. I used to go into the store and buy her Calcon 1B, as in Bravo. You know what that is? That's a hair extension. There's a texture and there's a color. It's called Calcon 1 Bravo. And she used to get hair extensions in her hair. But when we learned that, the Bible says that woolly hair in some dictionaries means the hair of Negroes.
That's right.
The same hair, and I'm talking to you now, and you, not being mean to you, your hair is like wool. But the pressers from the greater society, whether black or white, predominantly white, is that you have to have straight hair. And that's why my wife used to wear straight hair weave and she's black. Sister, hold up, before you go, Deuteronomy 22 verse 5. Jesus is black, Moses is black, the Israelites, that's who we are.
Yes, right.
You are the Israelites. You have a connection family-wise to this book.
Wow.
And this is a law that you sisters got to change. And I'm not being mean to you. Like a father tells his daughters, he don't yield, sweetheart, no. Okay, yeah, Teddy, no, read.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman.
Now, last time I checked, y'all is some women, right? Let me see Adam's apple. You all right? Hey, listen, you got some brothers out there that put makeup on, they got an Adam's apple. You gotta be careful. Read it again.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
What is that talking about, young ladies? The woman shall not wear that pertain to. You know what that means? Let me give an example. You're about, well, shoot, you might be 40 years old, but I know you're young. You look like you're freaking 18 years old. You look young. A lot of sisters look older than they are. Younger than. Here's the thing. If you ever get married, or maybe you have been, and you, on the day of the wedding, I want you to describe to me what you're going to wear on the day of the wedding. Describe it to me.
A long dress.
Okay.
A sundress.
You said what?
A sundress.
Are you going to be out in the sun? Okay, that's cool. I mean, you might get married outside, right? But both of you said unequivocally a dress, right? But why?
Yeet.
Why? Why not just rent a tuxedo, sis? It's cheaper. Why not a tuxedo? Why not a pair of spandex? Why not on your wedding?
Female. Women.
Right, that's the point. Y'all are females, dainty, feminine.
Right.
Y'all gotta wear things pertaining to a woman. And those right there, just so you know, those are spandex. 50 years ago, they called them long underwear.
Bring it over.
You are wearing underwear out on the streets for everybody to see. And as a father figure, you gotta stop doing that.
Right.
Stop showing men what you got. You need to do it again.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So all you women that wear pants, you're out of order. You gotta stop. And it starts with our older sisters down to our younger. What pertains to a woman is a dress. And I proved it to you. Why? And I ain't changing nothing I say for nobody, by the way. Just so you know, on your wedding day, you want to be the most special, right, sis? You want to be the most effeminate, because you said I'm a lady, right? So why would you not want to do that every single day?
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word, his word.